Man, what's cracking, y'all? Noontime edition of Keeping It 100 on the KnoItAllz podcast channel. It's your boy Big G sitting back here, man. Listen, it's cut day in the NFL, man. It's an unbelievable day for a lot of people. A lot of people is going to fulfill their lifelong dream by finally making it to the NFL. A lot of folks is just going to be working at UPS and all whatever else here in a minute, or at a different jobs or other locations and still trying to work to fulfill their dream. Some folks' feelings is going to get hurt. Some folks is going to have untraditional cuts that you always see. And there's always some shenanigans going on across the NFL every single freaking year when it comes to cut day in the NFL. But today, man, I'm here to talk to you guys about wide receiver position. What do the Steelers need to do? We done seen some cuts. Breaking news just a few minutes ago, if you guys wasn't watching, Bobby Trees, Robert Woods got cut by the Pittsburgh Steelers. So this was a guy that we was thinking that might be on the team, but I'm going to get to it in a second. First of all, I want to thank all you guys that's joining me live right now, man. I see Jar Devil, Steeler Lee, John Codwell, Luke Cage, Corey Brown. Man, thank you guys. The crew is supporting the channel and supporting the show. And if you haven't subscribed already, or if you're a person sitting next to a person that's lunchtime and all whatever else, say, look, man, I got this team of cats that's over there on the KnoItAllz channel. You might want to subscribe to them because they're going to keep you up to date on all sports topics, and even more so, topics going on with the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys and the Ohio State Buckeyes. But today, I'm here to talk to the KnoItAllz audience concerning the wide receiver position room for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Y'all, let's just be blunt about it. Let's just be truthful about it. Because, you know, I'm going to try to deal in truth and deal in reality and deal in facts. It's subpar. It's subpar. When we look around the other 32 teams across the NFL and we see what's going on with their position rooms concerning wide receiver, we know as Pittsburgh Steelers fans that we have a level of deficiency going on in that room. Now, we got a dog, in my opinion. DK Metcalf is a dog, right? We got a potential young player in Roman Wilson that could do very good for us. Man, but it falls off a cliff after that. Calvin Austin III, we haven't really been able to see whether or not he's grown or maturated as a wide receiver because of his injuries for the season. We definitely don't know about guys like Scotty Miller and Ben Skoranek, special teams guys that really aren't going to be difference makers for the Pittsburgh Steelers this season at WR. And so we're at a point of impasse. On cut down day, there's been trades jumping off all along for the NFL and different teams all along over the last 24 to 48 hours. But the Steelers haven't made a move yet concerning the wide receiver room. And I know this is a point of anxiety or a point of fear or a point of people worried like, man, what the hell are we going to do at the wide receiver room for the Steelers, man? And I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't know. There's names floating out there. I just saw that Malachi Corley just got cut by the New York Jets. They invested a first-round pick for him. I mean, a third-round pick for him a couple of years ago, and it seemed like it never worked out. I saw that Jacoby Myers got cut. I don't know. Luke Cage, what'd you just say, bro? Luke Cage said, G, you think we make a play for Myers or the kid from the Colt squad? Man, I don't know, bro. I really don't know what we're going to do, bro. At this point, it's a point of impasse. What's up, Steeler girl? I see you in the chat. George T, what's crack-a-lacking, man? I see you as well, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. I just know this. We got to do something. I don't care what it is. We got to do something because we are not going to hold up as an organization for the Pittsburgh Steelers in 2025 unless we add a player and or two to the room. This is also the issue. I heard a lot of you yinzies out there talking about, well, we can get Amari Cooper and all. Amari Cooper is gone, y'all. Amari Cooper signed a one-year deal with the Las Vegas Raiders yesterday. He's not even available to be added to the roster. So this weight game that's been going on for the Steelers is, I don't know. Corey Brown, I feel you, bro. I feel what you're talking about. You saying, I think Khan's going to make it happen. Bro, I swear, I hope he does, bro. I hope he makes it happen because we need another wide receiver. We might even need two wide receivers to get through the season. The issue is this too, and I'm just being blunt. Jonnu Smith is not a wide receiver. Can he play a role or position to be maybe a slot guy or be an outside X or a Y? Yeah, I don't know. He's like a chess piece. You can move him around here or there and put him over here or put him over there. You can do things like that. But he ain't no wide receiver. And we need one. We need one desperately if we're going to do and accomplish what we want to do and accomplish for the 2025 season for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Still, at least said he'll believe it when he see it. Hey, man, I hear you, man. And Dwayne, hell no. We ain't taking no Deontay Johnson back from the damn trash Baltimore Ravens. It's done. It's over with. He's burnt his bridge. It's over with him for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Matter of fact, I don't even think Deontay Johnson will play in the league unless there's a major injury going on with another team later on up the road. I think he's done in the league for now, as for now. But we need to make a move as the Steelers organization to get a wide receiver. Where it's going to come from, I don't know. And I've been saying all along, just to be honest with you guys, and Khan, I trust. I believe we're going to make a move, but is the move going to be too late? Is it going to be a guy that's not going to fit a particular role for the Steelers to help us in 2025? Because doomsday, knocking on wood or whatever you believe in, belief system is, I'm praying that I don't want anything to happen to DK because that would spell doom and gloom for us. So I feel that we have to make a move now. We can't wait. We have to make a move now. We have to go after a player that can help us do what we need to do to put ourselves in a position to win in 2025. Listen, I got my own personal beliefs. I got my own personal targets, but I don't work for the Steelers front office. I'm just being blunt. I don't work for them. I wish to God I did because I would have been moved and got a guy. But there's certain dudes that I like. I really like Alex Pierce from the Indianapolis Colts. I think he looks like, built like, sort of act like, and play like a Steeler wide receiver. He would fit well in 12 personnel. He would look well in a Steelers uniform. But I can't make the move. That's not for me to make. I can't even put pressure on the dude to make a move to get the guy. I like Adam Thielen out of Carolina Panthers. I know he's long in the tooth, but I know that you need a possession wide receiver that can put you in position to when the main primary X wide receiver is covered, you can get a first down out of that guy. I think Adam Thielen can still do that in the NFL. But we have to get a guy for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You start snooping around and looking at other rosters, and I'm like, I don't know. Houston, I thought might have had a guy in Michi or Xavier Hutchinson, but Michi has already been traded to the Philadelphia Eagles. So what the heck's going on? Hey, I hear you, D.A. Quarles. I hear that. Meyer, I hear you. I think that he could help us, but I still don't feel 100% confident that Myers is a needle mover for the Steelers' room this season for 2025. He might be a serviceable 2 or 3, but I'm looking at the fact, if DK goes down, what do we do? If DK goes down, what do we do? And I don't want that to happen. And y'all, if y'all see little statically stuff jumping off on my phone, right now I'm in all these Steelers chats out in the streets. And my Steelers people that I work with on Steel Curtain Network and in different places is buzzing my phone. So something must have happened. I don't know what happened, but they saying this one and that one got cut. I'll catch up with it in a minute. Reginald Rivers, I like that comment. I like Jennings from San Francisco, but San Francisco is they have injuries in their wide receiver room that's ridiculous right now. Brandon Ayuk's probably going to start the season out on IR, so they're down 1 or 2 guys already. So I would do it, and then ultimately, this is what we're talking about for that. What is it going to cost us? Because we waited so late and we waited so long to go get a wide receiver. Does the cost go up? Do we got to pay? Yeah, Robert Woods is out of there, Steelers. They gone. Do we got to pay more? Do we got to pay now? Do we have to give up higher draft capital to get a player? Do we have to do that? I mean, I personally have been saying all along that I see more value in the Pittsburgh Steelers trading their 2nd round pick for 2026 to go get a guy versus holding on to it and thinking that you can pair that 1st round pick next year with a 2nd round pick next year and move up in the draft. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. In order for you to move in position to get a quarterback that you need at that top 10 or 12 draft picks, you're going to have to put together your 1st and your 2nd round pick for 2 consecutive years in a row to move into the top 12. So now don't get me wrong too. I don't devalue 2nd round picks. I don't devalue them. But what I'm saying is you take care of business for what's going on with you right here and now, which is 2025, and you worry about 2026 going on up the road. We have 12 draft picks. 12 draft picks is going to do us well in 2026. But what is it going to do to help 2025? That's why I know that we need to make a move, and we need to get another wide receiver. Listen, for you guys that's rocking with me in the chat right now, I done seen some names. Y'all maybe throw out some names of people that you think that the Steelers can go get and grab. But I'm saying that I think the capital has to be a 2nd round pick. At this stage in the game, we might be able to get a guy like Jacoby Myers for a 4th or 5th, but he doesn't move the needle, and he doesn't put us in position to have a safety clause in place in case DK goes out. So I'm saying a 2nd. Now, truth be told, you got to have 2 to tango. You got to have a team that's willing to trade, and you got to have a team that's willing to give up off of a player. But I think that the Steelers, you like Romeo Doubs, Steelers Lee? They don't move the needle. They're just like Jacoby Myers. I don't think Romeo Doubs moves the needle. Not to me. They're just like Jacoby Myers. I don't think they put themselves in position to, it's not going to help. It might secure you a little bit from that 2 or 3, but we need a legit 2. Dennis Pavlak, you said you traded 3 for Pierce. I give up a 2nd. I'm not joking with you, bro. When I mean it wholeheartedly. Pierce has proven himself with what he can do in the league. Pierce is basically a 1,000-yard receiver, basically. So the value goes up when the need goes up. And we need a dude. We need a dude right now today. We cannot go into 2025 with the current positioning of the roster with wide receivers. Like I said, Bobby Trees got cut today. So we're basically down to Scotty Miller, Ben Skoranek, Calvin Austin III, Roman Wilson, and DK Metcalf. That's it. Anybody else is marginal. We got 5 guys. We can't go into 2025 with that. We just can't. Still at least say Adnan Mitchell. Okay, if he's available. But remember, they spent high draft capital on Adnan Mitchell. The issue with Adnan Mitchell is that he hasn't been able to crack the lineup. Because remember, you got Pittman, you got Pierce, you got Downs, all over there in Indianapolis. Now they had Warren, Ty Warren, the tight end, who's basically like a wide receiver to Indianapolis. They got Cox, the tight end. I don't know. I don't know. They're going to have what Tate Boy said. Tate Boy Fresh said, Myers better than Pierce. He was 1,000 last year. Tate, I agree. I don't dislike Myers, but I like Pierce a lot more. Maybe it's just my personal preference. I like him a lot more. But either one of those guys, I think Pierce is a legit 2. I think Myers is a 2, maybe a 3, depending on the set, the formation, what's going on. Pierce has shown he's a big-bodied wide receiver that could slide into that X position. John Caldwell, I think Rome is about to show up, but Rome's not a 1. Let's just be honest, John. If DK goes down, can Rome take his spot? I'm just asking you, bro. If DK goes down, can Rome take his spot? I think the chat would agree 150% that's not happening. So you know, we got to do something. What he said, what John Caldwell said, we just lack some size, but we got Mount Washington for that. I understand that. But Mount Washington is going to do us well in the red zone. He might do us well in the middle of the field if they're taking away the outside wide receiver. But Mount Washington can't play wide receiver. He can't. No tight end on our roster can play wide receiver. And that includes Jonnu Smith. There's not a receiver the first that can play WR. Not one on our current roster that can play WR. Not Pratt Freiermuth, not Jonnu Smith, and not Mount Washington. We got to get a wide receiver too. We have to. And really lightweight a 1A. Now, Terry McLaurin, that's something else everybody was bringing up. Terry done signed too. So he's off the table. We got to make a move, Steelers Nation. We got to make a move, Yenzies. And the frustrating part is we can't do it. The frustrating part is this going to be, y'all play Battleship when we were kids and you were like B2 and like, boom, you sunk my battleship. Is this going to be the move that sinks the battleship for the Steelers in the 2025 season? Man, I don't know. But I know we need a freaking wide receiver too. I know we do, man. What Steelers say? I think we get more guaranteed. I think he got more guaranteed than DK. Well, we got Pat Freiermuth. Yeah, okay, I understand that. And I understand Arthur Smith's offense. I understand that too. Arthur Smith's offense is 12 and 13 personnel centric. Teams are going to take that away. See, that's the thing about the NFL. The NFL is about film study, about sitting down with a clicker in a film study, seeing what people do from a tendency and taking those tendencies away from them. What makes you flexible in the NFL is your ability to game plan and shift your personnel around. The more versatile pieces that you have from an offensive and defensive standpoint, the higher ability you have to win games and game plan that offset the opposing defense's game plan. We don't have a game plan player that can help us at number 2 right now. We don't have a game plan player that if we go 12 personnel and we know, and it's 3rd and 4 in the 4th quarter and we need a first down, we don't have a necessarily game plan player to look out on the other side of the field. They're doubling DK and they took the seam routes away. And how can we get this guy open? Now, I'm not talking about the progression of Roman Wilson. Please don't think for 1 minute that I'm talking about the Roman Wilson has not progressed, because he showed it in the offseason. What Thomas Riley say? T. Riley, man, you said, Big G, how much could we get used to the Steelers using the tight ends? Well, last year, the Steelers was in 12 personnel, over 30% of the snaps. So I look for an increase because you got better personnel. I mean, you added Jonnu Smith to the room. Mount Washington has grown up. So yeah, I look for it to be higher, but you still got to have a 2. And there's going to be some teams where we're going to have to play 11 personnel to beat them. There's going to be teams that we play that have formidable defensive backs, that have good safety play, and we're going to have to play 13. Which and like I said, it's all good if you got DK, Calvin Austin, and Roman Wilson. But what if DK can't play? What if Calvin Austin can't play? We haven't seen Calvin Austin all season. That boy been hurt. And you know how it goes with those soft tissue injuries, injuries to your stomach and all whatever else, your abdomen area. Hey, bro, I'm just saying that I don't feel secure about the room, man. Dennis, what'd you say? We didn't do it last year because Khan was trying to fleece people. He needs to pay the price and make it happen this year, in my opinion. Dennis Pavlak, that's 100% facts. Khan has been known, and this has been Khan's kryptonite to me. Khan's kryptonite has been that we try to fleece. We try to fleece. We have to give up that second round pick. Luke K says we need to give up some of that draft capital to get a good number 2, like you said, G. Yeah, I'm telling you, we got to give up that second round pick, y'all. We have to. And we're going to get a comparable player at the wide receiver position that's going to help fill the room. Because like I said, right now, there's only going to be 5 on the roster. Right? What I see right now, because the 53-man roster, by the time I come on the big show tonight on Steelers Almighty, the 53-man roster will be fortified. What I'm seeing right now is we got 5 in the room because Bobby Trees is gone. Can't go into the season with 5 wide receivers. You just can't do it. You cannot go into the season with 5 wide receivers. You are cooked if you go into the season with 5 wide receivers, especially with the 5 wide receivers that we have. We got to add a dude to the room. You got to give up capital. You have to give up capital to fill that position to get another wide receiver in that room. Last statement I'm gonna make before I get off lunchtime and let you guys go enjoy your sandwiches and your lunch all in peace without me disturbing you. In the past, the strength of the Steelers has always been for them to be able to identify wide receivers through the draft them, build them up, work them up, and turn into something for the Pittsburgh Steelers. My boy Tate Boy Fresh did an outstanding piece talking about how over the years we've done a great job with drafting. Last year was the first time in a long time we didn't draft a wide receiver because we had so many other positions of need. We filled most of those positions of need. Now is the time where Con Man makes his money as a Steelers GM. This is how he gets a raise. Go out and get another guy to fill the room. We already know he can do what he needs to do because he's helped the 53-man roster. And oh, by the way, one of those big trash dudes I told you was going to get cut, Leal, adios muchachos, he's off the roster too. And I told y'all that like 6 months ago. He doesn't fit the need. That was a Kevin Colbert pick. He doesn't fit what goes on in Pittsburgh. The last position room that's hurting is the wide receiver room. Omar Khan, Andy Waddle, Mr. Rooney, Coach Tomlin, I need y'all to fix the wide receiver room for 2025. Hey, man, been here, did my thing. Appreciate all y'all rocking with me during the noontime. I'm just on for about 20 to 25 minutes. Like I said before, make sure you come out on Steelers Almighty tonight on the big show with me and my boy Big B. We're going to be over there talking about the complete 53-man roster that happened for the Pittsburgh Steelers and where we can identify some needs. Make sure you jump on tomorrow. Check me, my boy Tate Boy Fresh, my boy Kirby. I'm going to throw him out the damn car tomorrow. I promise you that. Because he's going to be talking about, oh, we didn't get Amari Cooper. Oh, we didn't get that big trash out of here. So make sure you check us out on Smash the Gas tomorrow night at 7. And then we'll be right back with Pump Your Brakes because we're going to pull over the car, dump Kirby out, and pick up the Triple OG Shannon White and do what we do on Pump Your Brakes. And then between then and now, you'll probably see my boy Tate Boy Fresh and me jumping off, just giving our little quiet thoughts, me keeping it 100, Tate doing his Tate of Integrity take, and then you'll see him again on the homies. But then make sure you come back on Sunday. Sunday, we're going to have a quick show, less than an hour. because we got a fantasy football draft that we got to get to, where you're going to see a lot of the people who do the podcast things with us live on air as we go through the fantasy football draft. And we're going to have a recap from college football week 1. Listen, man, as for Big G, the know-it-all, one of the know-it-alls crew, we thank and appreciate you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. We are only 49 subscribers away from 1K, but we can't do it without you guys. We'll see you guys at a later date and a later time. And once again, I'm so happy that we've seen all these people jumping with us live in the show, because without y'all, there ain't no us. For real, for real. We appreciate y'all, and we'll see you later on. Have a good one. Peace.